This is question 2 in our exercise. It says z is equal to x squared y squared, no, x cubed y squared plus 6xy plus 3y. Now, x and y are themselves functions of t. X is equal to 3t cubed and y is equal to 4t squared. What you must do is find the partial derivative of z with respect to t. Alright? Now, here, a small change in z is equal to the partial derivative of z with respect to x times a small change in x plus the partial derivative of z with respect to y times a small change in y. Alright? I expect you to remember this formula. Very important formula. Now we're going to divide by delta t. So we're changing all the rates with respect to time. So, or del t I should say, small change in time. Well, these are small changes in time. Alright? Now, as the limit, as delta t tends to 0, will make the del change to delta. Everything will be derivatives instead of just a small change. So the derivative of z with respect to t is equal to the derivative of z with respect to x. That's partial derivative, right? All of them are partial derivative. And the partial derivative of x with respect to time, or to t. T is usually time, but it's not specified here. So just call it t instead of saying time. Plus the partial derivative of z with respect to y times the partial derivative of y with respect to t. Alright, so we need to find each. What is the partial derivative of z with respect to t? No, that's what you want to find. That's what you want to find. What you want. What's the partial derivative of z with respect to x? It's going to be 3x squared y squared, 3x squared y squared plus 6y plus, well, with respect to x, so this will go become 0. Let's find the partial derivative of x with respect to t. Partial of x with respect to t is going to be 3 is 9, 9t squared. So that's 9t squared. What's the partial derivative of z with respect to y now? With respect to y, you will have 2x cubed y, 2x cubed y plus 6x plus 3 plus 6x plus 3. And then what is the partial derivative of y with respect to t? Is 2, 4 2s 8, 8t. So it's 8t. So therefore now, what we have is that the partial derivative of z with respect to t is going to be 3x squared y squared plus 6y multiplied by 9t squared plus 2x cubed y plus 6x plus 3 times 8t. Alright? And then of course you can multiply out the brackets. Alright? But this is the partial derivative of z with respect to t. if you don't expand the bracket and make it remain as it is.